and dad's payroll. Because even when they go off on their own, and there's two sets of millennials, let's face it. There's your Bernie Sanders really young millennial, and there's your 30-year-old millennial that's a little more responsible. But it cited a number of 30-year-olds where mom and dad still pay for the phone, maybe still pay for their insurance.
Well, hell, they live in the basement.
Well, that's your Bernie Sanders.
True that.
Oh, okay. Hillary was right. They live in their parents' basement.
I have a brother, by the way, that what you're saying, I have a brother who absolutely supports his daughter who's 35.
Oh, my.
And his son who is 40 or close.
Can I tell you,
people out of the house.
My generation is the first generation to do that. Do you realize that?
Really?
Yes.
And by the way,
in mass.
By the way, he supports me too.
My parents.
He's really.
On the medal now, God.
Wow. He made your lunch this morning.
What's your brother do for a living?
He is a banking advisor. He goes around the country and tries to tell banks how to be more efficient with what they do. He does very, very well. Unusual for, certainly other members of the family, but he does great. But he doesn't do that great. And what he does, he's a great guy. And I
don't know him, but he clearly is.
He just kind of gets grumpy every now and then because he's now he's in his 60s and he wants to, take it easy, but he's got all, to your point, Bob, in the survey, to your point, he's got all these people on his payroll.
Yep.
What, did his children go to school?
Yep.
And see, this is where I'm finding you need direction.
Yeah.
No, you need direction because I have told my children when they tell me what they wanted to study, I'm like, no, that doesn't pay.
Well, we don't know, Jennifer. How old are your kids?
I have twins that are turning 21 in about a month.
Really?
Yeah. And
wow.
Then I have
so you've had face work done, clearly.
Wow. I have not. Just because I'm from California.
Don't be offended. That was like a compliment.
I need a show this alarm.
That's my nice way of saying you look great for it to be so old.
But the term is keep going. Hey, she's from California. She had the kids when she was 12.
Oh,
that ain't funny.
God.
This is taking a turn.
That's an Arkansas joke. That ain't a California joke.
I wish I had a good comeback for all these nice
in Arkansas, I'd be your cousin, too.
But then I also have a daughter that's on their heels. She's 15 months younger than them, and she's the one that's struggling. The two boys pick careers that when they get done with their education, they'll be able to start making money and support me. But
there you go.
But my daughter, she just keeps changing hers, and I keep...
Oh, so does mine. Yeah.
Mine.
And I keep reminding her, you've got to support yourself because I had trouble. I had to work 2 jobs to support them when I was a single mom. And I'm hoping that from them seeing that inspires them.
Turns out Don's brother was the guy that advised Wells Fargo to sign up all those accounts. So, Don, you better be looking for a second job.
And now you're supporting your niece and nephew.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, thank you for that one. The point being that I think is that at the end of the day, there's no generation that has done this that we know of, obviously, but mine, the one I'm in, which is we want to take care of our kids. We want them to be on their own, but it's probably a part of a mistake that I clearly made, or we made, raising them, is that, you want them to have everything you didn't have growing up. And I tell you, to be honest, and I say to be honest because they could be listening, or their friends are going to tell them. I was the worst. We were the worst. Whatever they wanted, we got. Well, hey, I grew up. And I worried, and I thought I saw evidence early on, that this was going to affect their work ethic. Well, I'll say with both of them, it hadn't.
And you're right. They're good kids.
And if they're interested in what they're doing, and they both are, they outwork me. But I didn't see that coming for a while, and I thought, boy, I really blew it. Because, that's one of the reasons I always worked hard. That, and I figured out early on, I ain't as smart as a lot of people that are doing what I want to do, so I'm going to have to outwork them. And there wasn't anybody I could turn to make my truck payment but me. But we have given, in these 2000s, our kids the ability to know, hey, you can still depend on us. And we like that to some degree. But what the study is showing, it's going on forever. It just keeps going.
Yeah, it does.
Well, what happened to, like, children just wanting independence? Scott and I were talking about that
Well,
the other day.
They want it. That's what the study says. But they still...
But they're not motivated enough to get it. I mean, Scott and I were talking about just getting driver's license.
If mom
Kids
and dad
don't
will
want to
still
get them
pay your
anymore.
phone bill, you let them.
Right. And I was spoiled rotten when I was a kid, and my kids have turned out very well. Because what you say is true. If you don't have anything growing up, usually you want to give your kids everything. And I spoiled my kids rotten, and it's kind of funny because Kelly and I have this back and forth. Is they come to me, and I'm a sucker. I just yeah, sure, here you go. And they won't even ask Kelly because they know she has a better ethic about that, and I am horrible about it. I give them whatever they want, and I need to stop that. But it doesn't get them off. And we're what do they call us? The Oreo generation. We're taking care of our parents and our kids now. And that's this whatever, but it's this generation we're in right now. But I'm happy to help the kids, but I do want them to figure out that they've got to make their own way in life.
Well, Bob, I think that...
And that says it all, folks. I hope you listen up, parents and young people. You got to make your own way. You got to be motivated. You got to get there and do it. Have a great day. Good weekend. God bless you all. Right out.